All right, so it's your boy Chef John. I'm back again. I'm going to be giving you some sandwich secrets today. People always say, Jay, like you make some really, really good sandwiches, and even though I'm using the same ingredients as you, I'm not getting the same end result. So I'm just going to share some sandwich secrets with you that make a it's easy, it's nothing special or nothing great I'm doing. It's just little tips that add a little extra flavor and that just add little nuances to your sandwich to make them delicious. We're gonna make a simple sandwich today. We're not gonna do nothing crazy. Just gonna do like a little Italian or whatever, little turkey and Italian, and we'll show you what they look like. So let's check it out. So the first step is you want to get you some good bread, right? So we got this French bread right here, real good piece of bread. And the cut is important as well. See, like this little line they give you right here on this piece of bread. See that line? That's the cut line. That's what I call it anyway. All right, you cut right down that line to make sure you get an even, smooth cut. And then you have a perfect bottom and top to your sandwich. Just little things. Some people might have cut right down the middle, and it might have kind of messed up this sandwich a little bit, but coming on that cut line helps. And then I like to dig out all of this extra bread. It's just too much bread for me. Now, if you really love bread and you like all of that, then that's cool. That's not something you have to do, but it's just look at all of that extra bread that you don't have to stick in your body. And then I like to pull it apart, guys. Some people like to keep it together because they feel like the sandwich stays together better. But I'm going to show you a way, if you keep tuned in, how to make sure it stays together. And I like doing this because you get to do two different sides of your sandwich, right? So this side right here is going to be our meat and cheese side. And I'm going down with a little mayonnaise. Notice I'm not putting a ton where it's sloppy and stuff going to be falling all out and squirting all out on your clothes and everything like that. Now, if you like that kind of thing, then hey, more power to you. But that ain't really my swag. And you see how we spread it, right? That this is the key to me, to having a perfect sandwich. Is spreading that stuff all the way out so you're going to get a bite of that mayonnaise in every single bite. But it's not going to be, like I said, clumpy and just falling all over the place, right? So now we take some garlic, and this is the key step, guys, that most people do not do. Take some minced garlic. You can even use garlic powder, but I like the actual minced garlic. And you can use fresh garlic if you like to. And just go ahead and spread some of that into that mayonnaise, right? That's going to give you this garlic bread type feel when you're putting your sandwich together. And you want to make sure you get it evenly kind of all throughout. So you get a little bite of that too every time you get a bite. All right, so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and put our meats down. We got some turkey here, and I like to fold it, right? Like so that it kind of fits right there in that little hole that we created when we took all that extra bread out. And that's another reason why I like to create that hole, because I like to stuff it with some more things that's better than just bread alone, right? So we're gonna stuff it with some ham, and you can use whatever meat you like. Great thing about doing sandwiches is you do whatever you want to do. This is just the sandwich we're making today, but we do all kinds of different sandwiches. You can do this with fried chicken, grilled chicken, whatever you like to do. So now we got some turkey pepperonis that we're going in here, and this is good for a lunchtime because it's protein packed. You got all of these different meats in here. Then we're going with some hard salami, right? Because we're making, like I said, an Italian with turkey. It just adds so much flavor to pepperoni and the hard salami alone, right? So now we got this cavity full. We're gonna go ahead and stick our cheese on top, and what the cheese is gonna do is gonna kind of keep everything together. So when we put our top back on our sandwich, we don't have to worry about everything falling out, right? And you see everything is evenly proportioned. You get a sandwich, you get some bites with cheese, some bites with this, some bite. When you eat this sandwich, you're gonna get a bite of everything every time you take a bite. So we just take that, stick that in the oven on 250 while we go ahead and prepare the bottom of our sandwich, and we let that cheese melt, and that's going to lock all of those ingredients down in that hole that we created. This is a key step as well, guys. You want to make sure you're seasoning your tomatoes, right? First of all, if you see big rinds and things in the middle, take them out like I did in some of these, because nobody wants to eat that. And go ahead and season them. I got some salt, some black pepper, and some Italian seasoning. I always tell you guys this. Italian seasoning, tomato, oregano, basil, all that stuff goes great together. So this is just a way to marry flavors and create extra pockets of flavor. All right, so now we're going to assemble our sandwich. We got mayonnaise on the side with the garlic and cheese and the meats. I like a little ranch on my on my sandwich, guys, because it's just like a salad. You know what I mean? Like you got lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, onions. So, a little ranch never hurt nobody on your sandwich. People sometimes think that's weird, but like I said, it's a very thin layer and it's just adding that flavor. And you get the garlic bread type thing that's almost like a crouton in the crunch because it's been in the oven. And then the softness of the bread on the bottom with that ranch and those vegetables is just a great flavor. And that's just a little tip that I told you I was going to give y'all some secrets today. All right, now we're going with some mustard. For me, you got to have mustard on the sandwich. I like all types of mustard. Spicy mustard, brown mustard, grain mustard, Grey Poupon, honey mustard. But the regular mustard is just fine. I love regular mustard as well. And that's what we're going to use today. And like I said, guys, this is the key, right? You want to spread this stuff evenly. You just don't want to just squirt stuff on there like I see people doing all the time. Some people do that like that when you go get a sandwich at a restaurant. So you want to make sure everything's spread evenly. Then you go in with your lettuce. And I like to chop my lettuce up into you. And this is the thing, guys. Like I said, when you're making a sandwich, you use whatever you want, right? I've used all different types of lettuce when making sandwiches, but for this particular sandwich, this is just what we had in the refrigerator. And I like to chop my lettuce up because I feel like it receives seasoning and moisture better. Like we're putting this Italian seasoning on there, or Italian dressing on there. If I had a big leaf, the dressing might just roll off. But since it's chopped, it's going to kind of soak into the lettuce. All right, now we're going with these seasoned tomatoes. You see how beautiful the sandwich is starting to look already? And that seasoning on the tomatoes, guys, is just going to bring so much more flavor to your dish. And then when you put the cucumbers on top of it, the bottom of the cucumber is going to be sitting on that seasoning from the tomato. So it's going to get some of that flavor as well. So these are little ways, like I said, to just kind of steal flavor. And then we put a little bit of balsamic olive oil on here. If you just want to use regular olive oil, you can. If you just want to use balsamic, you can. But I just think this balsamic olive oil just adds so much flavor. We just put a little bit of that on the cucumbers. We don't want to go crazy because we don't want a soggy sandwich. And then we go straight on with some onions. I'm only going to put onions on half because some people might not eat onions. And then you go ahead and put down your pickles this is a key step, guys. I love pickles. This is what I had in the refrigerator, but get you some good pickles. Get the pickles you like. Whatever pickles you like from the store. If you got some specialty pickles you found at like some special shop or some pickle shop or whatever, use those. Now, you see how I told you that cheese was going to melt and lock in on that bread? It's locked in. So when we flip it put it on top of our vegetable side, we don't have to worry about nothing falling all out and all that different type of stuff. Then you just cut it in half. And you good. You ready to eat. Look at this. You have a beautiful sandwich. You got a bite of everything in every bite all throughout the sandwich. You got the mayonnaise, you got the garlic, and you got that little crunchy bed from being in the oven. You got the melted cheese, you got all the meats, you got all the vegetables, you got the balsamic olive oil, you got the little bit of Italian dressing on the lettuce, you got the seasoned tomatoes. Guys, I mean, you cannot get a better sandwich than this. So when you make this sandwich and you use some of these tips, y'all let me know in the comments how it came out. Let me know what your favorite type of sandwich is. Let me know what y'all would like to see me make next. Make sure you like and subscribe to Eat and Drink TV and watch the other videos we got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.